And did you ever have the camel come to your school and drink Mountain Dew? Dude, it's not funny. It's true. What's up, guys? I'm Jadon.
I'm Rayne.
And this is our very first podcast. I know what you guys are probably thinking. This is so weird and stupid. And look, it's Rayne and Jadon doing stupid stuff again. But, you know, that's what we do. That's what we do. We do stupid stuff.
Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse with them.
Now we invade your thoughts.
We invade your thoughts and we implement our thoughts into you.
Exactly.
It's like Inception.
So this is our first one, and we're going to see what happens. You know, I just bought this stuff for Christmas, and then I was telling Rayne about it. I was like, you know, we could do podcasts.
You bought a very nice mic.
Yeah, and he was like, well, I mean, I want to do podcasts too. So here we are. He just bought a mic on Amazon.
Bought a $20 mic on Amazon.
$18.99.
As you can tell, it's the same quality, so don't be tripped by those really expensive ones like Jadon got. Mine's just as good.
Yeah, so this is what we're doing, and we're going to see what happens. We already got a long list of people wanting to be on the show.
We would like to, not every single episode, but occasionally, often, to bring on guests, various guests in our lives and from our school.
Of course,
to interview, chat, conversate with.
Laugh with.
That's most important.
So, that's what we want to do. So, what's going on, man?
Not much is going on. Just to date it.
Yeah.
January 30th. Happy birthday, Christian Bale. One of the best actors of our time, I believe.
Nice.
If you haven't seen The Machinist.
When you say date it, you mean like friends, right? Like one time.
No. I mean as put the date of the year.
Oh.
January 30th.
That's disappointing.
It's, we can't all get what we want. But it's January 30th, 2019. So Wednesday. I thought it was a Thursday, but Jane informed me it's a Wednesday. So Hump Day. Speaking of Hump Day.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of Geico bringing back many of their old commercials.
I did. I have seen Hump Day. I saw Hump Day a few weeks ago. I have another story about Hump Day. I gotta remind you in a minute.
Okay, but I was just I'm sitting on the couch watching TV. Nightly News, WIS. Shout out, Mary King. And see, I don't know how podcasts work. You guys shout out people all the time. And I see this commercial, which I've seen many times since now, and it's like, we can't be together, like you love Janice. It looks like all grainy. It looks like a soap opera. And I'm like, what is this? And then she goes, I have great news though. And she goes, you're dumping Janice to be with me? And he goes, no, I just saved a crap load of money on my car insurance with Geico. And then she walks out of the room. He's like, I thought that meant something to you. I'm like, what the heck is this? I'm like, is this a new commercial? Because either it's made to look kind of old or it is kind of old. Yeah. I wasn't sure. I was like, what's that? And then I start seeing older commercials like the pig going wee 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 all the way home.
Oh yeah.
Wee outside the car one. I'm like, what's going on here? Going all the old commercials. And then I see a commercial from Geico where it's literally not even an advertisement for their car insurance, but for their commercials. It's a man and a woman sitting down like from the 80s, and they're like, Geico is releasing their old commercials, like Geico through the years.
I have seen that. And yes, and you can buy it.
And you can buy them, and like we're gonna be showing them. I'm like, this is like a little thing they're doing.
No, that's a good idea.
It is. It's pretty cool. They're good commercials.
Yeah.
So then, obviously, I just saw the Hump Day one yesterday.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I mean, it's always been annoying. I never liked that camel commercial, but it's just, hey, look at that. It's been. It's like one of those things.
Guess what day it is?
Yeah. Mike. And you never really notice when commercials go away.
Yeah.
Until I just saw that one. I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't seen that in a while.
And in a while, you mean like 5 years?
Yeah.
It's elementary been school.
Forever, but you never really realize when you don't see a commercial anymore.
Did you have a Hump Day shirt though?
No, I never had. Did you have one?
I didn't.
Okay,
I wish
good.
you did. That would have been fun.
I don't. I hope no one did.
But yeah, so my Hump Day story loosely connects to Hump Day. In that I was eating lunch today at Kate Center, going to Kate Center, and I was sitting there and I'm by myself, just sitting there on my phone, whatever. And I hear the people behind me talking, and it seemed like an interesting conversation. So I figured, might as well listen, And
That's called eavesdropping.
yeah, and it was like these two guys. The tables are really close together, so I was like, can't not listen. And it was like this guy was talking about how his wife loved zoology or something, but her favorite was a camel. Her favorite animal was a camel, and something about like when he proposed to her.
Oh God.
She said, no, they made a joke a long time ago about a dowry. When you marry,
Indian thing.
you have to get her 100 camels when you marry her. And that's when I'm like, I'm really intrigued at this point. Like, I can't stop listening. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
agree.
you just said a dowry of 100 camels.
You don't
deserve
hear
to
that
be
one often.
eavesdropped. Yeah. So they're talking and they say something about getting proposed to, like when he proposed, and something with his parents helped him light a half-mile long pathway and just lined it with like fake camels all the way down
Fake camels.
until he gets to the end, and the 100th camel is a real rented camel standing there waiting with him, and that girl gets there and he proposes in front of a camel that they rented.
Okay, so I guess first of all, you heard this at Kate Center?
No, not at Kate Center. I was
Okay.
at lunch going to
Okay.
Kate Center.
And okay, I guess to them that's always going to be memorable.
Yeah.
They're always going to remember that. She's probably loves it and she just thinks nothing bad about it. Me, you tell me that, and the thing I think of is, well, you just went from 100 real camels to one real camel. So actually, in comparison, that kind of sucks.
Yep, exactly.
That's not good at all. What's 99 fake camels when you only have one real one? So
But it wasn't even real. It was real, but it was rented, so they didn't get to keep it.
yeah. So even then, it's like that's all you could do.
Yeah.
You couldn't
One
have
rented
you couldn't
camel.
have done better.
Look at him drink a bottle of Mountain Dew.
I-
Do you remember? Dude, it's not funny. It's true.
That's not real.
Yes, it is.
That's one of those
Dude,
things that when you were in elementary school and you're a kid, you always dream about and you think it would really happen.
No, it was real. It
You
was
didn't
real.
see a camel
Nope,
drink
it was
Mountain Dew.
the spring fling,
No.
elementary school.
That's also
and
fake.
they had a camel there, and they had a lot of games. Oh, one year
Drink Mountain Dew.
they literally put a bottle of Mountain Dew in its mouth, and it would tip it upside down and drink it. I kid you not, dude. Straight up, he loved Mountain Dew. Also, one year for the spring fling, the PTO decided that it was going to be good to give out fish, live fish, as one of the prizes.
like Goldfish.
Yeah, like goldfish
Okay.
in a bowl.
Okay.
And so you would hear stories of the parents who let their kids take them. Because my parents are like, heck no, we're not going to kill a fish. But you would hear
Okay.
slowly but surely, every week, more people would come in, yeah, my fish died this weekend. So they slaughtered like 150 fish for getting a ball in the bucket.
Yeah.
I was like, this is...
we had an Oktoberfest at Ballantine or
Mm-hmm.
something, fall festival, and it wasn't like a ball and a thing, but you got a fish in a little plastic bag, goldfish,
Yeah.
and a lot of people got them.
Yeah.
Now I don't know, we never heard stories about slaughtering
no,
fishes.
they would all
but
come
I
back.
know just personally that fish lived. I mean, how long do goldfish usually live?
I have no idea.
You want to Google that?
Yeah, here, let me look
And
it up.
while you Google it, my fish, it lived for at least 2 years. And it was, I mean, by the end of its life, it was mangled. It had like no eye, and it was like it was peeling.
I don't want to break this to you, man. Goldfish lifespan is 5 to 10 years.
Are you serious?
I'm not kidding.
I always thought that my
unless
fish.
pets.thenest.com is lying to me,
Okay, yeah, check
5
your
to 10
sources.
years.
I always thought that my goldfish was like Superman, and he was like the one goldfish that was like invincible. And because like I was like 2 years and he's not dead. Because I guess because I had heard for 2 years, my fish has died, just like years because they're killing their fish. So I was like, oh, goldfish live for like 6 months, but mine was living for 2 years. But mine was real mangled, so I don't know how that happened. I guess we probably
got to it.
We probably didn't dechlorinize the water.
It says average lifespan is 5 to 10 years. In the wild, they can live as long as 25 years.
In the
oldest
wild?
goldfish ever was recorded to be 43 years old.
First of all, how do they
43.
how do they document that? And two, I didn't think goldfish lived in the wild.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought they were literally.
I mean, what do you
pet
mean?
Fish.
Like, you thought that they were like bred to just be goldfish? Like,
yeah, I didn't think that when you went to a stream and you found a goldfish in the woods. right? I thought goldfish were like just pet fish. Like fish don't stay. I guess fish do stay that small, but I don't know. It was just something I always thought. You're not gonna go in the ocean and find goldfish in the ocean. Like they're not saltwater. They're freshwater, and I mean I don't go to lakes often.
Goldfish
but
are a freshwater fish and like to live in water that's 50 to 76 degrees. Many goldfish live in aquariums and small domesticated ponds, but some do live in the wild. In the wild, they live in slow-moving rivers, lakes, and ponds.
Okay.
They like to eat plants and insects when living in the wild. Goldfish for kids. Was that website?
You bet those goldfish are like super more jacked and hard.
Probably.
They're like yeah, we've seen things.
No, they're big.
Oh wow. Okay.
We're looking at a picture of a goldfish right now. Might put it on the video. If you're listening right now, you should look at the picture of the goldfish on your screen.
It's
massive.
It's a big unit
massive.
of a goldfish.
Wow.
Once it's that big, it's got to be a different species now, right?
Yeah, I mean, come on. You
like
can't just feed little Johnny this many fish pellets and he gets
like my
10
Chihuahua
pounds.
Bambi. Yeah, he's got the likeness of a German Shepherd. It's just a small version of a German Shepherd, but he's not a German Shepherd. He's a Chihuahua. Right?
The opposite.
So
the opposite.
Maybe.
Yeah.
What are what's your dog? What's your dog breed?
What?
No, like the dogs you own.
Good
Not like what's
question.
Your type.
Good question.
Oh.
These dogs.
You have no idea?
Yeah, we got them from my cousin who got a dog and then they didn't realize it was pregnant. Had puppies, and they were like, "Hey, we got 4 dogs. We don't, they're free because nobody wants them."
And that was
so,
2 of them. So yeah, Jadon has 2 little dogs.
Yep, they're Leonard and June.
Leonard and June.
They come as a pair always. Same litter.
They're bigger than the Chihuahua, but they're
bigger
still
than
small
Chihuahua.
dogs.
They're about like 16 pounds, and they're really annoying and they bark a lot.
I think
but we
they're
love
cute.
them. We love them, but they bark a lot.
They do bark a lot.
But
and you don't know what breed they are.
No, we think Leonard is a Feist. Is the name? We don't know. I mean,
wait,
I'll bring up a picture. Yeah.
How June's his sister?
Yeah.
So why? So how would that be a different species, a different breed?
Yeah, we found out that dogs can have different fathers and be from the same breed.
Wait.
Dude, I'm not kidding you. Look, so this is what we think Leonard is.
Okay.
Leonard looks like that. We don't know what
like
June
is.
Yeah, we don't know what June is. See, that looks kind of like Leonard.
Well, I don't understand that.
Let me look it up.
If all the puppies from one mom, they have to be all the same breed, right? You're not gonna have, a litter of 9 dogs and one of them's a Chihuahua and a couple of them are Dachshunds. What?
So I looked up the breeding ecology of dogs, and sure enough, it is common for a litter of pups to share one mama but have different daddies. Female dogs release multiple eggs during ovulation and are thus capable of conceiving every time they mate during this period.
Oh, God.
So they all just build up in there.
She gives birth at the same time, but they're not all...
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
That's strange. Well, is that why it's like, okay, dogs have, like, a dog will give birth to, like, 9 puppies because she's had, like, 8 different partners?
Yeah.
Or could one partner dog could still produce 8 puppies?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It just depends on how many, I don't know.
I don't know how dogs work.
I
I don't know
know.
how really anything works. I took biology, but mitosis and meiosis are still the same thing to me.
Yeah, let's see.
I'm sorry, Miss Reed.
If you're listening.
It's speaking of the north, it's pretty cold up there in Chicago.
Brr.
Brr.
Yeah, man.
I think that's insane. I don't understand how that's possible, like, scientifically. It's as cold as Antarctica in Chicago right now. And
oh, look, speaking of, how quickly the water freezes on this glass in Chicago. Look at this video. So throw it out.
He throws the water in the glass.
And it hits the glass.
It freezes immediately?
Frozen. It's done. It's already frozen.
Chicago is closer to the equator than Antarctica. Antarctica has to be. Now, also, I know there's like fronts.
Yeah.
Warm fronts, cold fronts. I never have understood what those were.
I never understand
I
the
never
weather. I
understood.
don't get that.
Back in Miss Pugh's class, we learned all. Was it Miss Pugh? I know.
Yeah, it was a few.
We learned that we was like little lines with triangles or lines with semicircles.
And then sometimes it was half and half.
Never
Stationary
understood
fronts.
it ever. I
Crazy.
still don't get it.
Fun fact: I wanted to be a meteorologist for a while, like a solid 2 or 3 years. And then the State Museum, I'll never forget it. The State Museum did a weather, their special exhibit was the weather, and I loved it. And I got to stand in front of a green screen and pretend like I was on the weather. It was awesome.
What turned you off?
I don't know. I think I wanted to be a lawyer after that, and then I realized that would be boring, and then we just kind of go X, Y, Z, A, B, C, and now we're here, and we're still in a gray area. But it was weird because I was also scared of clouds.
What does that mean?
Dude, don't make fun of my phobia.
No, I
all
will
right?
make fun of that one.
Look,
I'll make fun of that one. What does that mean? You're scared of clouds?
I literally saw clouds, and I did not like them, and it came out
You're
of
like a dog. You see something, and you're.
I can't explain it, dude, but I would watch the show Storm Chasers. It was on Netflix or whatever streaming service it was on. I would watch that show, and it was about tornadoes, and it was big mass tornadoes, and they had this truck that would bolt down to the ground. It was giant panels, metal panels with windows in it all around it, and they were shooting an IMAX movie, and they would get into the eye of tornadoes.
Well,
and
tornadoes are different than clouds.
It would freak me out so much. But you know what comes before a tornado? Clouds.
Everything comes before. What comes before rain? Clouds. What comes before snow? Clouds. What comes before?
But when all that you're seeing on TV is tornadoes, you can't help but think that every one of those clouds out there is just gonna drop down some fiery wall of death. All right.
How old were you?
This was probably 5 to
What are you
8.
doing on a streaming service watching Storm Chasers when you're 5 to 8 years old?
Maybe it was little. Maybe it was 8 to 11.
That is embarrassing then.
Yeah. So it was what I can't remember.
Clouds?
It was
No, was it cumulonimbus? Was it stratus?
No, it wasn't
cirrus?
no, it was the big storm clouds that would come around,
Cumulonimbus.
Yes, stuff like that. And I would see one kind of dark cumulus cloud come over.
Your mom?
It come over the pool. I'd be like, all right, mom, it's time to go. We can go home now. Let's go. Come on, let's go home. I'm not having fun anymore. Let's go home, mom. Can we go home?
Well, I would just think I'd see a cloud and go, I'd hear thunder and go, dang, I want to keep swimming. I just get out of the pool and wait till the clouds go away. I don't.
I would see one cloud come by and I would get out of the pool. I would sit and look at the pool.
Oh my god,
dude, I am dead serious.
That's a new one. I have not heard that one.
It kind
before.
of culminated in I was in Gatlinburg at a cabin with my mom and my grandparents, and so we're watching TV and it's all stormy, and the weather alert comes on. It's tornado warning has been issued in your area, and I flip out, dude. I flip out.
I think that means you are just afraid of tornadoes.
Yeah,
and
but
that you associate
I would associate
them with clouds.
I would associate that tornado sensation with clouds, and so I was just automatically kind of scared of clouds
that's
too.
Classical conditioning.
Exactly, Mr. AP Psychology.
Yes.
I love it.
Ivan Pavlov.
Hey, if you guys are out there and you're an AP Psych, don't even tell me that you guys don't look like Sheen.
Jadon has this idea because he's not in AP Psych. So whenever we reference psychology, he's bored by it. He thinks we're too smart for him because we are, but he thinks we look like Sheen from.
I'll throw up the picture on there now.
What is it?
Check your screens.
Jimmy Neutron, and when he's got the big forehead and the lightning coming out of it.
Maybe it's just Rayne. Maybe I'll say something. Oh, that's classical conditioning. Pavlov's dogs. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Pavlov's dogs. And that's what he looks like, shooting laser beams out of his head, lightning bolts.
Not the Sheen part, but
no, that part's true too.
I want you to look up because every phobia's got a name. What's the fear of clouds? I want to know the phobia.
Oh, it's cumulophobia.
Do you know that for?
No, I don't.
Okay, because I want you to find it and I want you to put it in your Instagram bio.
Nephophobia.
Neph is an F, N-E-F, Neph.
Nephophobia. Nephophobia.
Okay. Nephophobia.
Yes. Let's see. This fear may be related to other fears concerning weather, such as impending rain, thunderstorms, or lightning.
So I guess,
or tornadoes in my case.
So in that sense, they really just clumped together a bunch of things associated together and put it in one phobia. That's kind of cheating, isn't it?
Yeah.
You gotta have a phobia for each individual thing, right?
But I mean, Is a fear of tornadoes really a phobia, or is that just smart human thinking?
Yeah, you
Let's be
also you raised a
realistic
good
here.
point there too. I think that is just human nature, evolutionary like psychology. We humans just are afraid of things that kill them, right? Makes
Yeah.
sense. But also, I've also heard that you're born without fear, except instincts.
Yeah.
But everything else is learned.
So do you think that you're saying that a tornado is not an instinct?
I'm saying it might be.
I would hope so.
I think it's possible that loud thunder noises, maybe, I don't know, stuff like that. Maybe that's instincts to be afraid of that. But some people are afraid of that more than others. But it's just your experiences that affect that. But you officially are a nephophobia.
No, well, I was saying the story ends with that tornado warning one day, and my mom had to cook dinner, and she said, "You need to pull yourself together right now."
Wow.
She said, "We're not doing this anymore." And I just sat in the
Jadon,
kitchen chair.
You are in 8th grade.
Yeah, no, it was way before then. I can't remember the ages, but I was young. And she said, "You need to pull yourself together." And so I sat in a kitchen chair and cried in the kitchen with my mom until I was done, and I never cared about clouds ever again.
Wow.
So I'm grateful for that
Pulled
night in the
through
mountains
it.
where I just sat and cried at the table with my mom while she cooked some chicken. And
I
just
bet it
waited
wasn't
for the
chicken.
tornado to come
you
over.
just think it is.
No,
You
it
have
was
no,
definitely
You have no
chicken.
idea.
No,
it's
it
too long ago to know it was
dude,
chicken.
A memory like this
No.
vivid, I know it was chicken. It was chicken
All right,
wraps.
good
It
for
was
you.
chicken wraps. With Caesar salad.
You go even more specific with it. Really,
Dude.
you're testing your luck.
Dude, we can test this in real life with psychology.
No.
You can remember specific details from specific events in your life that are big to you. That was a big deal in my life.
Who's in
So I
AP
remember it.
psychology?
Raise your hand right now if you're in AP psychology.
I'm raising my hand.
Yeah, he is.
I am,
yeah.
and Jadon isn't.
Yes.
So what would you
But-
know about psychology, huh?
Well, I can tell you that you can remember details that are vivid.
That's also true. We also just
So,
learned
yes.
that pretty
Yeah,
recently.
exactly. So, that's one of those vivid memories. I remember eating chicken wraps. I don't remember the act of eating it, but I remember
So
mom
did that
cooking it while I was
also
crying.
that also means your olfactory system of your brain is pretty close to where memories are.
Mhm.
So smells can trigger memories pretty good.
Yeah.
So if you smelled a nice chicken wrap with Caesar salad, would you all of a sudden be afraid of a tornado?
No, it's because we've had it so many times since then. We've retired that recipe because we ate it way too
Retired
much.
that recipe.
But I was never scared after that. They don't really have. I mean, like when you pan fried chicken, it doesn't really give off too much of a smell. I mean, like a little bit, but not
Nice
like
chicken smell.
it's not like cinnamon or coffee. It's not very aromatic.
It's big smell, yeah.
No, but going back to associating things, the best is music. I
Okay.
love associating music like with time periods.
Give me
like
what?
maybe
Give me an
no,
example.
It's like
You've been alive for 17 years.
yes, exactly. I'm 17
Time
years.
periods.
Time periods is in like my life, like stages of life. So I remember listening to J. Cole's KOD, that album.
God.
Yes, that album I listened to towards the end of the school year last year into summer, and I can immediately trigger all those memories.
And it's once
that
you
I
listen to
have.
the song.
Yeah, like I was listening. It came in a random playlist. Like KOD came out on a playlist. I was like, whoa. It suddenly is hot outside. Like I just look
Okay,
outside.
no.
No, yeah, dude, it's real.
You look
like, I can
outside, now
feel-
there's a sunshine, there's a rainbow.
Yeah,
you're
well,
like,
I was driving in my car, and like I just felt like it should be warm outside because like that's the only time I've
Okay.
ever listened to it, and it was cool because it was like I remember going to the lake with y'all and like hanging out there and winning a bob at the Bobs at the Kate Center,
What
and
music?
all this
Oh,
stuff.
because that was around the same
Yeah,
time.
that was all around the same time at the end of the year. so
All
it took
from
you back
J.
to, like-
Cole's COD.
Yeah, there we go.
KOD.
KOD got me.
Hey, shout out to J. Cole for Jadon's memories in his
Hey,
life.
J. Cole, if you're listening, drop a like.
Drop a like.
Drop a
We
like
need
and a
them,
comment.
please.
Yes, please. Keeps us going.
If any listeners agree with Jadon and have similar experiences, let us know about those too. Cause I think I can say that I don't.
Really, you've never had that? It's
with
awesome.
music,
I love it. Yeah. Like,
no.
oh, it happened to me today actually. It did.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, how
So
can
it
you
happens to me a
know?
lot. No, because I know
Oh,
like
from
the
a different
memories.
period, okay.
Yeah, like so today I was listening to my 2015 playlist because it was on Apple Music. Apple Music, repping Apple Music.
Yeah, is
not
it
Spotify.
2015? Has that been a thing since 2015?
What?
Has Apple Music been a thing?
Well,
since
no,
20...
they still make playlists like the best of that year, the best of 2014,
Oh,
16, all
okay.
that. So it was just like the best of 2015, and the song "Want to Want Me" by Jason Derulo came on. You know what I'm talking about?
Jason Derulo. No, I don't know what you
No,
what you mean.
no, no. You know.
I think you forget that I don't know what music is.
Oh yeah. Well, so that song came on, and I remember making a playlist with that song on it because I did a 5K, but I didn't do it. I DJ'd a 5K for my church, and that song was in it. And I was hot stuff, man. I had a nice playlist going on.
So every time you hear that song, you remember being a DJ.
Yeah, I don't remember like the act of doing it, but I remember making the playlist, and I remember being there. I could just feel. I don't know. It's weird.
You think you were hot stuff when you were DJing?
Oh, heck yeah,
How much
dude.
you get paid?
Nothing. It was volunteer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have to pay for anything. All the equipment was already there. I just plugged in my dad's computer and clicked play, and my playlist just rang out in that neighborhood.
I guess everyone's enjoyment is fulfilling as it needs to be.
Pretty much. That's how life works. You don't need money. You don't need a job. Just make them laugh, dude.
Just make them laugh. That's why, and that's what the homeless people don't get. They don't make me laugh. All right. If you're homeless, do something good for this world.
Shout out to all the
laugh.
Homeless. Drop a like if you're listening.
Drop a like for the homeless, okay? All you vagabonds out there and vagrants, head up the comedy club and make us laugh. You can do something.
You're a terrible human being.
Well,
Mr. Lay, he's gonna play his trumpet tomorrow.
Mr. Lay. Let me tell you about Mr. Lay. I've got some things to say about Mr. Jeremy Lay. All right, great guy. Okay. All right, great guy. Plays his trumpet. Right.
Yeah.
That Jadon plays the trumpet too. So I'm not sure if that really works. But there's a talent show tomorrow on a Thursday. Yeah. That's what our school's doing now for some reason. But here's the thing with these talent shows. They rarely ever work because, like, the last time I went to one, not a single thing happened. I was there for the entire 30 minutes.
Really?
And you were gone. You were at Kate Center. No one. So the first 10 minutes, this is like a 25-minute thing. 10 minutes go by, nothing has happened. It's still just people talking. It's people walking on stage like, oh. And then they go, all right, we're ready to start. And then the curtains close. And then, so now it's like we have 10 minutes left at this point. Curtains open. It's just one guy at the very back, and he's like a dark shadow. There's no light, and he's like in like a hood. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? And then I don't even think music happens, but he kind of walks up to the front of the stage. Still can't even see his face. It's still like a shadow. I'm like, what the heck? The lights aren't even completely off. Then the lights go completely off, and I was like, oh wow, this is a part of it. No, blackout. The school power went out. So then
I saw that on Snapchat.
Yeah, power went out.
Everybody posted on Snapchat.
And it's so stupid too because they were like, power went out in our high school. It was out for like 4 minutes.
Yeah.
It was nothing. And everyone was like, oh my God, power's out. I was so stupid. Prematurely posting on your Snapchat. But that was it. So the lights go out and then everyone's screaming and then the lights come back on and they're like, okay, time to go. Great. So hopefully
there
tomorrow,
was no act.
no act happened. So hopefully though, tomorrow, Mr. Lay, do you know what he's gonna play on his trumpet?
No, I don't know.
And so it's specifically tomorrow is teachers, so that's why Mr. Lay's doing it, right? So so Mr. Lay's not the only one. I'm sure there's gonna be other teachers dancing or something.
Yeah.
Acting a fool, kind of like how Mr. White used to dance at the pep rallies.
Oh yeah.
Where we'd all cheer for him. Yeah, Mr. White dance. And
he was
like, nah, I can't do this. Hey, can't destroy my reputation. Am I right? Can't just start dancing, destroy my reputation. Good man. I feel for him. You can't be dancing like that. People are gonna think you're a fool.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of fools, you want to talk about our setup right now?
Okay. Yeah. Some insight on our podcast. Take it away, Jason.
All right. I'm gonna make a video right now.
Okay.
We can add it. So everybody get to your screens if you're not watching. We're gonna add a video of what's going on here. So look at that. Got a picture of the goldfish.
Got the goldfish out.
Yeah, goldfish. Got, software up, we got it going. And then we got Rayne here.
This is a tripod with
let's go look.
Literal clamp.
If I can get out of this.
It's a clamp. I'm not sure a clamp for what, but that's a clamp with my nice microphone. I'm sitting on a yoga ball too.
Here, take it. I'll show.
And then this here is Jadon.
Yeah, there we go. This is my side.
Much nicer microphone.
It's a little nicer because I've got a little nicer microphone, and like an actual stand. But we make do with what we got here. This is our first one. It's probably really awkward to listen to, and I'm sorry.
I know my microphone audio doesn't sound the best, but hopefully my intentions is to upgrade to what Jadon's got there.
Yeah, hopefully we can do that. If this ever takes off. So,
but anyone who is listening, thank you a lot for that.
if you've made it through 30 minutes,
we
that is an
understand
accomplishment. That is an accomplishment.
You are just listening to two white guys discuss their stupid, very dumb inner thoughts. These are not smart thoughts we're having.
No.
Maybe someday we'll get there. But hey, I hope it has some kind of enjoyment out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And just to state this, we want to do these episodes. We're gonna start doing them a lot more, and we're gonna we might be adding people to this podcast. And,
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking of an age where we've got, we got 6 microphones, right? And it's a whole conversation. So it might
Mm-hmm.
not always be just me and Jadon discussing necrophilia.
No, it's called nephophobia.
Nephophobia. Yeah, it might
That's
not be.
very different. What
Is
you
it
just
really?
said.
I'm not sure what the other one was, but it'll be other people. It's a whole group of people. So we'll get varying opinions and varying stories that probably will be funnier.
Yeah.
Um,
Right now, we want to start with just one more.
right now, yeah,
Like maybe get 3
maybe get 3. It's gonna be a gradual build. But
until eventually we're thinking like maybe 20.
maybe
25.
20 people. We want it to get to the point where it sounds like when you enter kind of like a mildly filled coffee shop,
Mm-hmm.
where it's not loud, but there's voices in every
Yeah.
direction and you can
Mhm.
hear it and
Like a Socratic seminar.
Socratic seminar. So kind of like what you're gonna do is you're gonna start the podcast, click play, and then you can like focus in on whatever conversation you want to have because multiple conversations at
Dude,
one time.
Half the people are throwing out ideas, and you got to pick up on one and hear
it's
it.
1 hour, but we cram more conversation
Yeah.
in there by having more people talking. So then you just kind
Mhm.
of pick, and then when you watch it again, when you listen to the same podcast, get different replay value because you
Oh
listen
my
to a different
gosh. That's like
conversation.
if somebody
Like, we just invented
schizophrenia.
an. Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea, but
I bet it's
we
cool.
don't want to we didn't want to
podcast Bandersnatch.
podcast Bandersnatch. Click left or right now if you want to
Yo,
Jade
like
to
this
say
video.
his story.
Like this video right now if you want to see Black Mirror Bandersnatch in a podcast form, except it's me and Rayne instead of the Bandersnatch people. But it's not on Netflix. It's actually on YouTube. Click that like button if you want
so
that.
it's basically a podcast. We didn't want to wait forever until we finally got like 5 more microphones because that would take that. I mean that would be like maybe like it's not gonna be next week. It's gonna take a while just to slowly. I mean, like if we had money, it could be next week. But
we don't.
so we just said, okay, we'll just start it now, 2
Mhm.
people,
Yeah.
and then the gradual build will come, and it'll be there all in good time.
Yeah. So this was fun. Are we done?
Are we done?
I don't know. Do you want to be done?
What time is it?
I mean, it's only we've been going for 32 minutes.
32 minutes.
We can go longer if you want. What do you got to talk about? Let me scroll through my Twitter and tell you what you talk about.
Let's go through a Twitter run. We might make that a segment.
Okay. Yeah.
A nice Twitter run, and then
Let's see. We'll go through the search. Oh, dude, I saw this one early. Did you see someone save somebody's life through Michael Scott's CPR on The Office?
Okay, well, here's my thoughts on that one. As if you guys haven't noticed yet, I have thoughts on almost every single thing when it comes up. I have strong opinions. I saw that too, and they were like, yeah, I knew how to do CPR because I watched The Office, that one episode where he's like the Bee Gees, and it's pump it the same beats per minute as Staying Alive, and I knew how to save, and they saved their life. It's great, but also at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, I feel like CPR is more widely known than that. I don't I feel like even if they
Can
never
you really
watch that,
accredit it
they're gonna
to
be
the
like,
one
oh,
episode of The
someone's
Office?
dying. I have no idea how to
idea.
do CPR. Like, it's in movies, it's in TV so much, and it's just like a common kind of fact
Mhm.
that I feel like you don't need to have seen The Office to know. Like I don't know, just watch anything. Like people be like, oh yeah, you just hit their chest. So I think, I mean, I guess this person specifically can say, yes, the only reason I knew how to do this was that. I mean, sure, that just seems weird to me. Like, that's the only time you've ever seen CPR being done was on The Office. Only time ever. So then you go, oh, I know what to do, right? To me, regardless of seeing it in The Office, I'd be like, oh, yeah, hit his chest. Now, maybe I wouldn't be hitting it the same BPM as the Bee Gees, Staying Alive. But,
Mhm.
hey, I guess I'm giving it too much hate. They saved someone. So we should be applauding them.
Man, Twitter's really political. I'm trying to keep out of the political stuff, and that's all there
No,
is.
get in it. Let's
All right.
dive in. Actually, stop. Don't.
Yeah, let's not do that.
But yeah, kudos to that guy or girl. Was it a girl or guy?
It was a guy.
Congratulations, guy. Good on you. If you wouldn't have saved them, they'd be gone right now. So we can thank all the people at the office, even though the office is not as good as Parks and Rec. Jane, what do you think about that?
The debate? Oh, well,
TV.
It's not a debate. It's a fact that Parks and Recreation
It is
is
a fact
better
that
than The
Parks
Office.
and Recreation is better than The Office. That one's true right there.
Yeah, it's not even like it's not a debate.
There's not much
It's
discussion to go into this
No,
on
it's
this
just
topic.
better.
Parks and Rec is better, and I don't feel
And dare I say it, Michael Scott is a bad character.
Oof. Ooh, that's
Yeah,
one that
I
I
went
think is
there.
going to hit even harder.
Some people,
And that's one that I can like agree with because
the boy you get the
obviously
horns, right?
he is written to be a bad person.
Yeah.
But he is enjoyable to watch. I like him.
yeah, but
But
sometimes
the difference is you don't.
I don't really like to
You
watch
don't
him either.
like
A
to
lot of times
watch
his
him.
like
Because of how bad
blatant
a person he is.
disregard for
Yeah.
other people. It's like it's funny to a certain extent, but it's like, dude, give up the act. Okay, we get it. You don't care about anyone but yourself. We get it.
Yeah.
The Parks and Rec at least had some really good character development.
Character development, and like Leslie Knope is like she does crazy little things, but she's
Yeah.
a great person.
Yeah.
Like she has so much care for the even like her little city of Pawnee, who they're first of all weirdos, and second of all, I almost said two of all. Second of all, they all hate her. Like they're always giving her trash and
Yeah.
like at like town meetings, but she still loves them like unconditionally, and she's a really great person.
And Ron Swanson.
Oh my god.
Just love his character.
And
Same
that's
way.
the thing I've always said. I'm always like, you tell me, who's your favorite character in The Office? And I go, that's gonna be Jim or Michael Scott. That's it. I'm not gonna sit here and go, is it Stanley? It might be Creed. I think my favorite character is Angela.
Yeah.
No, it's Jim. Maybe it's Pam or it's Michael. There's no
Kevin.
There's not much to say here, all right? So that's how I've always seen him, like, and that's fine. TV shows have obvious favorite characters, that's fine. But Parks and Recreation, you tell me, hey, Rayne, what's your favorite character in Parks and Recreation? I go, oh, that's easy, Ron Swanson. And then I go, well,
I don't know.
Andy Dwyer is
Andy's
kind
good.
of amazing.
Yeah.
And I go, well, with Andy without April, you gotta love April then. I'm like, April's awesome. And then I go, well, think about someone like Tom Haverford.
Yeah.
This man is a genius, but he's also a complete failure, and it's hilarious to watch. And I'm like, wait, how could I have forgotten Leslie?
Yeah.
And then you're like, Leslie's amazing. Well, Leslie with Ben, and Ben's amazing.
And then you got Donna.
And then you got Donna, and even someone like Jerry. Dare I say it? Jerry is a great character. I love him, and
It's like more of a family.
And yeah, it's more of a family. That's the thing. Parks and Recreation, I feel like I love all of those characters. They could equally like all be my favorite character. They're just so great. They all have their individual development. Kevin on The Office is always a bumbling idiot, always. And I get that Andy from Parks is always funny, but he has development.
Yeah.
And they
By
all
the
have
end,
development.
he has a TV show for kids. You would have never
he
thought.
does, and that's
Going from
super cool.
having a broken leg in like the first episode, getting just
and
like
when you
fed.
see him, like he's like, I want to be a police officer, and he's like, he realizes he cannot do that, but he's like, I have found I love entertaining children.
Yeah.
Like as karate.
I forgot what it's called.
I feel bad. I haven't seen this show in a
Yeah,
long
it's been
time
years,
it was
but-
RIP. I want it back. I mean, it's an amazing show, but yeah, it's like he's such a great person, and then even like Tom, like he's had so many failed businesses. I mean, Entertainment 20 is that whole
No, 720.
Entertainment 720 is one of the train wreck.
That episode is so
And it's
funny.
hilarious.
There's that giant warehouse where there's people on the second
and they're
floor.
playing basketball,
And they're making six
and they
figures
say,
for nothing.
They say you come in and grab some money out of the like jar, and it's just like hilarious. And they've got Def Shrimp there, and
Yeah.
but then he gets more rational with it, and he has Tommy's Closet. As
Yeah.
little Tom, and it's still like he's helping out the community with this like rent a swag.
Oh yeah.
Rent a
The
swag is his thing, and then dentist steals it with Tommy's closet. He
Ah,
steals across the street.
yeah.
So anyway, it's more rational, and then it ends with Tommy's Bistro. And
Yeah.
it's like very rational.
And he stays
He
there,
has a
doesn't
nice restaurant. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the very last episode, like when it's the future, did go out of business, but
No, I mean,
he got
Yeah.
he got it better. It was not all crazy, and you see him like he was always with Jean Ralphio, who's insane, who is also an amazing character.
oh,
Like,
yeah, he's fun.
but then he like as you see like he kind of matures, and he's like Jean Ralphio, like we need to be like fiscal with our finances.
Yeah.
Is that the right word? Fiscal.
Fiscally responsible.
Fiscally responsible.
There you go.
So yeah, Parks and Rec's the best show
Yeah, it's better.
out of.
Speaking of, I'm gonna go watch it right now. And end this podcast.
All right.
First one. Thank you for sticking around, all of you who did. You know,
Mhm.
I really appreciate that. We really appreciate that. I doubt many people have gotten here, so you know,
Hopefully that number will increase.
I'm glad that we had people stick around and listen to it.
All right.
You know, this is a big deal for us. First one.
Mhm.
And,
we want to do this for you guys.
Yes.
Just a nice chat that you guys can come in and feel like you're a part of, and I don't know,
Just bring podcasting to the common person.
to the common people. Yes.
You know, a lot of people don't listen to podcasts because they're like, well, I don't care about whatever they're talking about. We're talking about just random
real
things.
life things
Yeah.
that we hope you guys can relate to,
Exactly.
like Parks and Rec being the best show.
Mhm.
Everyone can relate to that one.
And giant fish
Giant fish
and the fear of clouds.
the fear of clouds.
Awesome. Well, we will see you guys next time. I'm not committing to whenever we're going to do this again because that's irresponsible as a startup video.
Irresponsible.
All right. First one. We're done. This has been Jadon.
This has been Rayne Norris.
There we go.
See
We'll
you
see you
guys.
guys next time. See you guys next time. See you guys next time. See you guys next time.